friend. So I've been summoned down here to talk about dreadful Destiny and her custody debacle that she got going on with LeBerick. But so I was gonna talk about that tomorrow. But Lexi, Chris Fletcher's daughter, she dropped her intro to her series that she gonna drop about Chris Fletcher and Neil Fletcher of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I was like, okay. Let me talk to y'all for a minute. Anyway, so welcome back, friend. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe to this channel or whatever. Get your look. What y'all doing on a Friday night? So I just came from the gym, as y'all can see. That's why I look like G.I. Jane, Rambo, Queen, Xena Warrior Princess. I'm trying to decide if I should go out and do something. Now, if I put my eyelashes on, then I'm committed. I'm committed to go have a cocktail and do all of the things and talk my little shit. But if not, I'm going to stay in the house. Anyway, but I was like, let me go ahead and talk to my best friend about what happened. I'm also going to give y'all an update on what happened with the Scrappy and Erica thing, because a lot of y'all was dragging me. Y'all was dragging me about this, about what I said about Erica. But we learned some more information. So come to find out, there were bruises on Imani. So the reason, so they kept dragging Bambi when the whole time there were bruises on Imani and Erica admitted to the bruises. So y'all was dragging Bambi for what reason? I don't know, but we're going to talk about that later. First, we're going to talk about everything Love and Marriage Huntsville. Tisha got a new YouTube channel. We're going to talk about it all. So get your look. Get you a little gummy. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I had a rough week. I had a rough few days. I had to take me a little half a gummy. Here we go. Best friend. I may have a cocktail in my da-da-da-da. So I uploaded a video about the whole Destiny thing last night. Because in case y'all don't know, I keep up with Destiny and like the whole court cases and the legal stuff. I actually get notifications. I get notifications about that shit. The moral of the story is I uploaded a video last night, but I quickly deleted it because some of the comments were so deplorable once again that I didn't want to ruin my Friday and my booty rubs with some of these deplorable comments. And I also wanted to weed out a copycat. And first of all, it's been a lot of beef on YouTube within Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I think I told y'all this before. The reason why I don't collab with a lot of people is because YouTube is it's a dirty game. I know y'all just see us like talking this shit, but it's a dirty game and it's some dirty people. Mind you, I follow a bunch of YouTubers. I'm a fan of a bunch of YouTubers. I don't care if you love Melody, hate Melody. Everybody know I love Melody, but I love watching YouTubers who have a difference of opinion than me because you know what I'm saying? It gives me some insight. And then even if we have a difference of opinion about Love and Marriage Huntsville, we might feel the same about Real Housewives of Atlanta and the people that we like. So the moral of the story is, child, I posted the video because I had some shit to say about the whole Destiny and LeBerick thing. And there's a content creator that I can tell that is just literally taking my whole personality, just sucking it up. This bitch just sucking my shit up like a vacuum or whatever. And rest assured, I posted it for like an hour or two. And this person went back and posted some shit with the same narrative as me, with the same commentary and the same whole vibe. And it's just like, girly, can I have my own identity? Can a bitch live her life? Exactly. And don't get down in the comments and be messy, friend, even though it's a Friday night. But we still not gonna do that or whatever. But girl, it'll look, I was just like perturbed. Like outside of just like the messy fake ass YouTubers, it's just like, damn, can a bitch live her life? But we gonna live our life. And I'm back. I'm back and I'm better. And we gonna talk about Destiny, her debacle, the custody shit. Y'all already know how I feel about the LeBerick shit, but we still gonna talk about it. I wasn't gonna talk about it, but we are. It's Friday. It's Friday. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. So we're going to talk about that. We also going to talk about Lexi. Like I said, Lexi dropped her intro video, and it's been a lot of drama in the YouTube streets. Your best friend try to stay away from that, child. I just like to live in my own little happy world. And be bubbly or whatever. But we going to talk about it. So there was some little skerfuffles and some little dramatization in the fucking YouTube streets about Lexi interviewing with other content creators and gatekeeping and all of the things or whatever. So Lexi finally dropped her intro video on her YouTube channel, and Lexi is Chris Fletcher's daughter. And she said she's going to have a 7-part series. So let's just start off. We're going to start off with Lexi. Let's just get it popping, friend. Get your little whatever. Don't mind me in my bare face. Exactly. Bare face. I literally just came from the gym and just like chilling or whatever. Got me some baked chicken in the oven. Okay. Let's talk about all things love and marriage Huntsville tonight. Feel free to tell me your unadulterated opinion, friend. We can still be best friends if you have a difference of opinion. Just don't be disrespectful in my comments, because I'll block a bitch quick. I don't need that negative energy in my life. Just tell me what you think, but don't shade and be ignorant. Okay. So, Lexi dropped her interview. Okay, so this was the tea in the YouTube streets. For those of y'all who don't keep y'all ear to the streets like I do when I be at work. So, of course, Lexi, Chris Fletcher's daughter, remember she had that infamous scene at the table with Nell. She had a big blow up. Lexi is the daughter with the Caucasian persuasion husband. I want to point that out because in my review that I did over the episode, I kept saying that Lexi was the one with the Caucasian persuasion husband. And I noticed at the dinner, the Caucasian persuasion husband was like, I ain't got shit to do with this black business. Pass me the cornbread. What do y'all call those? Collard greens? Can you pass me the collard greens? Exactly. So I like the fact that her husband was trying to stay out the mix and was like, this is some regular black folk shit. I just want to eat that good ass seasoned food, and that's what the tea is. So anyway, so on her intro video that she dropped, she played the clip, and Lexi got into it and was basically trying to say that she hasn't been included and treated like a child like the rest of the people, and she like alluded to like a car that she wanted and yada yada yada. So that's where all of it started. Then a content creator did an interview with her, like a tell-all interview, and that's where we found out that Nell was allegedly messing with Chris Fletcher when he was married to Lexi's mom. And that's where the whole like Nell Fletcher being a side chick, that's where that whole narrative came from, because we had no idea until we heard from Lexi on this content creator's page. So allegedly, after this last situation happened where Nell was blaming Mel for, you know how Nell is just on this interview, on this reunion scene that we're gonna see coming up, Nell is gonna basically try to put it on Mel like, hey, I was coming to check on you and I didn't get to check on my terminally ill mom. And Lexi was in this content creator's chat and she was like, Nell wasn't even close to her mama, da 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 da, basically calling Nell out to be a fake ass bitch. So that content creator then in turn was like, you know, it's a lot of millimeters or male supporters, which I apologize if I'm paraphrasing. And the content creator I'm talking about is Giving You the Real Tea. Shout out to Giving You the Real Tea. I follow his content because he makes me snickle and giggle. Even if he's talking about dirty dog ass bitches who like male, I like male, but he still make me giggle, child. Anyway, so basically he was saying, hey, I told her to get her own YouTube channel, yada, yada, yada. And I know my girl Millie, you know, was talking about interviewing her as well. But because I've met, you know, Milla Chan, y'all have seen like the little short or whatever, I can understand how she would be like, hey, and she put up the screenshots actually. So I'm not sure if he was talking about like other content creators who have reached out to her. I didn't necessarily reach out to her, but if we're in Love and Marriage Huntsville, I'm sure if Lexi is a hot topic, a lot of people reach out to her for an interview. That's just like normal course of dealings. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he was basically saying, hey, I told my friend, get your own fucking YouTube. Don't be out here doing all these interviews. Tell your own story so you can monetize. Mind you, I am here for that. I'm 100% here for that because y'all know how I drag dandruff. Y'all know how I drag dandruff. Ain't no reason why dandruff is out here posting subliminals on Instagram, getting exposed by Anthony Lofties with all of these recordings. When if Ariane had came on YouTube a long time, imagine. So we've been talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville for about 5 or 6 years. Imagine if Ariane came on YouTube 5 or 6 years ago when they first mentioned her on the show and monetized and had a YouTube channel and told her story like Lexi is about to tell her story. You know how much money this bitch have? She wouldn't be arguing with Martell and getting her head knocked in between the washer and dryer if she would have been smart enough or maybe had friends good enough to tell her, bitch, take your dumb ass to YouTube, you know what I'm saying, and create this content. Anyway, so I am pro this girl having her own channel and telling her own story. Make your own coin, poo, because the other content creators, we're gonna monetize off that anyway. Talking about, Lexi said she gonna have 7 parts of the story. Every content creator that I know that participates in Love and Marriage Huntsville, they're gonna talk about it. If y'all saw the intro video, y'all know I was right there like, what you say, bitch? What happened? Exactly. I'm right there. I'm suited and booted, notifications on, friend. So if you don't want to follow Lexi or whatever, come to my channel because I'm trying to tell you, I'm going to talk about it. But I guess it was some drama between YouTube. And I don't know the inner workings of it, you know, with the millimeters and him back and forth. And it was like a whole gatekeeping conversation. Like if other people want to do interviews with her. I don't really get into that because I just feel like I can just talk shit to y'all. Whoever, I don't give a fuck who do the interview. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna come back to you, friend, and tell you what the fuck happened. Exactly. So I don't give a fuck about none of that. But let me tell y'all what happened. So she dropped her intro video, Lexi, and she basically said that, hey, you know, thanks for, you know, supporting me. She said she went through like a very tough time. She also said that she's going to drop a 7-part series on her experience being Chris Fletcher's daughter and being in the Fletchers. Mind you, I think I told y'all a long time ago when they first came on our screen, the Fletchers want, they want their own show. That's like the whole goal. So I'm not sure if Love and Marriage Huntsville is like a stepping stone, but if you notice, even when Lance came on the screen, they always hashtag the Fletcher's experience. So I'm not sure if in their mind they want their show to be called the Fletcher's experience, but I feel like that's a goal for the Fletchers. They want it to be the Fletcher's experience. Which, baby, I would, if it was a show called The Fletcher's Experience, I would watch it. Why did Lance have a baby at 16? Why has Lance been divorced 2 or 3 times? Is he fucking with Destitute Destiny? What's the tea? Is Chris still cheating on Nell Fletcher? Why is Nell Fletcher curls so fucking crunchy? I would watch a show with the Fletchers or whatever. So, anyway, the moral of the story is, so Lexi is telling us that she's going to have a 7-part series about her experience and all of the things. She said she's going to start out with Neil, and she said a lot of people was like coming at her like, why would you start out with Neil and why wouldn't you start out with Chris Fletcher, because Chris Fletcher is her father. She said the reason why she's starting out with Neil, is because Neil runs the show. She said Neil is the head bitch in charge. All communication and all things go through Neil. She said all of her dealings with her father, everything goes through Neil Fletcher. And that made me wonder, like, is that where like some of the resentment comes in? That because I'm on Lexi's side as far as the whole situation. If you were married to my mama and then you met Neil and had a baby and then had a family by her, I'm always going to side with my mama. Kind of like how y'all feel about Selena and the twins from Bill Collective. A person is always going to side with their biological mom. You know what I'm saying? Especially if Chris Fletcher did her biological mom wrong by, you know, going with Neil Fletcher, yada, yada, yada. But I don't know. Do we actually know that Neil mistreated her? So I'm intrigued now. I'm literally intrigued. I want to know what Lexi has to say about how Neil treated her. And if her being Chris Fletcher's daughter, if she had to go through Neil to facilitate her relationship with Chris Fletcher, that makes me look at Chris Fletcher like, you a dog ass nigga. Because there's no way Lexi should have to go through another woman to have a decent relationship with her father. You know what I'm saying? And then after that dinner, when they all had that blow up, the way Chris Fletcher started going in at Lexi, it kind of turned me off too. You know what I'm saying? So that made me wonder if Mel is gone right now and Martell is not going to be able to be the villain of the show because Mel is gone. And if he can't speak on Mel, then Martell is no longer a villain to us. Is Chris Fletcher going to be the new villain? Because we already know that Nell was pregnant while he was still legally married to Lexi mama. And are we going to see any of Lexi's story? Like Carlos King always say, I'm chasing a reality. I'm chasing a reality. Okay, Mr. Chasing Reality with the fucking king. So this is going to be real reality from the horse's mouth, straight from Lexi. So if we see this picture perfect image of Chris Fletcher and Neil Fletcher on this show this season that's coming up, are we going to get the real tea and the real reality from Chris Fletcher's oldest daughter? And what really happened, how Neil and their relationship really came to fruition, that Neil was a side chick. We didn't get the side chick narrative from Kenny. I don't know, yeah, what y'all think? It's a lot of layers to this shit, right? I don't know. But I'm going to watch and I'm going to listen to Lexi's story. I'm interested in knowing more about what she has to say about Neil. Does Nell give y'all evil stepmama to y'all? I know that Nell is assertive and she's aggressive, and we can tell what Nell's true nature was by that dinner she had with them and how she ended up going off on him. And remember, she said at the end of the clip, she was like, I told y'all shouldn't have invited her. How long? You've been married to Chris Fletcher for 30 years and you gonna tell him you shouldn't have invited your first child? Is Lexi Chris Fletcher's first child? I don't know, y'all. So I would like to know the inner dynamics. I'm tuned in. Tell me if y'all subscribe to Lexi channel. If y'all not, I'm gonna give y'all the tea on her 7-part series. I think we're gonna start off with Nell. We're gonna talk about Chris. I wonder if we're gonna talk about Lance and like the treatment of the other kids. Because on the clip, Nell's daughter was like, fuck that bitch. So I want to know, like, where did all this ammo come from? Like, what is the origin behind all of this ammo between, like, Chris Fletcher's daughter, Lexi, and, like, the Fletchers, you know, kids that they had together? This is some real family dynamics that I would like to see. Because this happens in a lot of Black families in a lot of households. So anyway, so tell me if y'all going to be down for it. I'm going to be in tune. I want to see what happens. Tune out the YouTube drama with the YouTube content creators. I feel like both Giving You the Real Tea and Millichan was looking out for her best interest and saying, hey girl, monetize, get this money off of her. Because we see Coleslaw, look at Dandruff giving every other content creator besides herself all of the money because they releasing all of her info. And she ain't getting paid a quarter for it. That's why she can't get no hot oil treatment. That's why her ends is split right now. Anyway, child. So let's talk about Destiny, child. Okay. We're going to talk about Destiny, friend. Mind you, I told you I did this video the other night about Destiny, but I deleted it. because I said a few things, and I'm gonna still say it right now. I still stand on everything I said about the whole thing, but I wanted to see if this clone was gonna take my little route and run with it, and sure enough, she sure did. Exactly. But what I was saying is, first of all, y'all already know how I feel about LeBerick. Y'all already know. Y'all already know I feel like he's a weirdo. Some don't sit right in my spirit. And if he's supposed to be such a Christian man, I don't feel like he should be going as hard on her as he should. Mind you, don't take my words out of context, friend. Before you comment, don't take my words out of context. As a Christian person, of course you should seek justice. If a person do you wrong, you should still take all of the steps to get that person back. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is you should practice grace. And I feel like even a regular man in the streets, a thug man that I know, even if if this situation happened with a man that's not of God or godly or a Christian or a quote unquote Christian man, I feel like he wouldn't be so adamant about that woman serving jail time. 5 days for each day? I could see 1 day for each day just to punish her. It's a thin line between punishment and being vengeful and spiteful. And I feel like 5 days per day is being vengeful and spiteful. And that's what LeBerick asked of the court. He wanted Destiny to serve 5 days in jail for every day she kept her son from him. I can see 1 day so she can learn a lesson like, hey, don't take my son from me. But I think 5 days is a bit excessive. And I'm sorry, y'all, even though I think Destiny is a dirty, trifling ass number 27 wearing bitch from hell. Even if I don't like Destiny, I'm never gonna promote a woman losing custody of her child, because we have no proof that Destiny has ever abused her child. We have no proof that she hasn't been a good mother. So if we have no proof that this girl haven't been a good mother, I don't give a fuck what she do on the show. I still think she a dirty dog bitch, all of the things, but I don't think that she should lose custody of her child and go to jail. In general, I don't think anybody should go to, I don't think Moses should be in jail. I don't think anyone should be in jail if they don't commit a violent crime or a crime against a child. If you don't commit a violent crime or a crime against child, I'm totally against people going to jail. And I firmly believe they're only going to jail because it's a private institution and white people make money off of it. That's just what the tea is, friend. So I feel some type of way about this. However, Destiny, if you out here making this man life harder, and we know that on the reunion, Destiny is going to accuse Mel of grooming and essentially lie on Mel. So on one hand, where I feel like I don't want to see nobody lose their child, I don't want to see anyone go to jail, I don't want all of these things. It's just like, karma never misses a beat, baby. Karma never misses a beat. Karma just don't miss a beat. So it's just like, even if something bad happens to her, because we know that the judge ordered Destiny's Child law to come to court, and they want a guardian or somebody to watch them. So a lot of people are assuming then maybe one of them will lose custody. My whole thing is, even if something happens to you that's bad, and this is how I am, just because I'm a real girly. I'm just a real girly like this. Even if I know I didn't do something bad in a situation, but something bad happens to me, I immediately think back to what I did to somebody else, because I assume that this is my karma. So I'm sorry, and I really would hate for this to happen to this girl, because I'm never for a woman losing custody of her child if I don't think she's being abusive or mistreating their child. I still feel like if it do happen to you, that's all on you, Pooh, because you put that bad karma out there. Karma never misses a beat. If you're out here doing bad towards other people, just like you out here on this reunion claiming that Mel is grooming you, what if her kids see that? What if her kids see that? And they may because her kids are older, so they are on the internet or whatever. So bitch, you didn't give a fuck about Mel and her kids and her family seeing you claiming that she was grooming you and shit. So bitch, if something happened to fuck up your family, then you can only suck that up, buttercup, as your fucking karma. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. It's crazy. Because I low-key, y'all know how I feel about the LeBerick situation or whatever. We don't know who this man is behind the little that we've seen of him or whatever. And we know Destiny is the LAB. It's just really a bad situation. It's really a bad situation. It's really a bad situation. And I just hope, so the custody date is February the 13th. Destiny came back after LeBerick. He wants her to spend, so for those of y'all who don't know, he wants Destiny to spend 45 days in jail. She also owes him $18,000 for like the forgery shit and a bunch of other shit or whatever. So bitch, now you owe him money. The judge already gave you a 30-day suspended sentence, and then you violated the court's orders on top of that. So I feel like even if Destiny can prove that there was some abuse or some mistreatment going on, the judge still gonna feel some type of way about you because these are the orders that I gave out and you still violated my orders. You know what I'm saying? And judges feel some type of way about you disrespecting their orders. So I feel like he still may punish Destiny because because I ordered this and I already gave you some leeway by suspending your 30-day sentence, kind of like how they did Martell, and you still played in my face, you dirty ass bitch. So I don't know. I don't want to see anybody in jail because that's just not my ministry. I don't wish jail on anyone. But Destiny, if you do, that's your karma, girl, because you went against a girl like Mel who had your back. And in this situation, I know you wish you had a friend like Mel. While you going through this situation now, while you worried about whether your son gonna get taken away from you or you trying to fight LeBerick for these alleged abuse charges, I know right now you wish you had a friend like Mel, but you crossed her. And you still, just a few months ago, you was accusing her of grooming you. I don't know, y'all. Love and Marriage Huntsville is a sticky situation. It's a lot extra going on. And I wonder, do the cast ever think, like, we're going through all this real life shit. Nell, you tried to go against Mel. You tried to go against Mel and blame her for you not being with your mom while she's on her, while she was getting ready to pass away and all of these things. You did all of that to stay on the show. And Destiny, you're accusing Mel of grooming. Y'all doing all of that for the puppeteer. Y'all doing all of this for the puppeteer. And guess what? The puppeteer is out tap dancing, skating, and having fun with Dr. Heavenly down in Atlanta, buying Gucci, Louis, Prada, Gucci, Louis, Prada, summer, winter, fall. He don't give a fuck about y'all at the end of the day. At the end of the day, he don't give a fuck about y'all real life. So while we dragging y'all in the YouTube streets and y'all really, real life is happening to y'all. Like Mel, your family, depending on what Lexi bring out in this 7-part series, she can dismantle everything that you tried to go against Mel for. Because you tried to go against Mel so you could stay on the show and be in the puppeteer's good graces. And guess what? Your real life family may dismantle all of that with her 7-part series on YouTube. Destiny, you did all of that when in real life you could actually go to real jail. Carlos King can't save you from real jail. Carlos King and Love and Marriage Huntsville cannot save you from real life jail, bitch. Carlos King and Love and Marriage Huntsville cannot save you from not being with your child every day. So all of the bullshit aside, and the content creators and the YouTube and all of the bullshit, they cannot save y'all from real life shit. And at the end of the day, Carlos King, while you in jail, while you crying with your family, and while you doing all of the things, Carlos King gonna still be prancing around with the Bravo girlies. He's still gonna be prancing around with the Bravo girlies. And he don't give a fuck about what you talking about. Oh no, friend, but I'm done. I'm done with the Love and Marriage Huntsville shit. Oh, shout out to Tisha, y'all. Tisha got a YouTube channel. She says she's going to be talking about, what Tisha said she was going to be talking about? Design, development, and build. Tisha gonna be talking about design, development, and build. I don't know what she designed, what she developed, or what she then built. But that's neither here nor there. If I'm I think the channel, she was like, oh, it's like Life with Tisha. As far as I'm concerned, Tisha, first of all, we know you ain't designed shit, you ain't developed shit, you ain't built shit. I don't even know if Tisha can read a set of blueprints. Like, unless Tisha shows me on camera that she could read a set of design drawings and actually tell me the size of a footing or some shit and the slump of some concrete, then I just don't believe it. I could believe that you know the difference between 1B and 1. You know. I know you give the hair and the fashions. So give us Target, give us Fashion Nova, give us Soccer Mom, give us the shit we know about, Tisha. Teabaggers, go tell your fearless leader that we don't want to hear about design, development, and build because we don't believe that Tisha knows anything about that. Marceau Burley know about that because he can't even get his PPE together. So I don't believe that Tisha knows anything about that. Tell her if she want to give us Target, Fashion Nova, the best crop tops, the best cutout shit, the best weave to wear. Talk to your girl, Teabaggers, because I'm not feeling it. Okay, so last but not least, I'm going to give y'all Scrappy them update. So remember I was telling y'all about Scrappy and all that shit, y'all? So tell me why. We found out, we know the whole Scrappy, Erica, and Imani, that whole beef. It all started a few seasons ago when they said Bambi lied on Erica and lied on Imani and said that Imani told them that Erica was abusing Imani, which is Scrappy's oldest daughter. She's 19 right now. So everybody was mad at Bambi because Bambi told them that, hey, Imani told us that you was abusing us. Come to find out, this ain't funny, but come to find out, Imani did have a bruise on her. So the whole premise of Imani being abused, it wasn't unsubstantiated. It was substantiated because Imani came over to Scrappy and Erica's house with a bruise on her. And even Erica Dickson came on the damn TV screen and was like, okay, yeah, she had a bruise because she came out the gas station or some shit. So, but Erica admitted to the fact that she put her hands on Imani, and that's why Imani had the bruise on her when she visited Scrappy and Scrappy and Bambi. So when Imani came over to Scrappy and Bambi's house with the bruise, that's what prompted Scrappy to call the police and accuse Erica of abusing her. So as far as I'm concerned, all of the drama and the reason why they hate Bambi and they want Bambi to apologize to Imani, and they saying, oh, Bambi, she went online and lied about Imani because Bambi said that Imani accused her mom of abusing her. That's just semantics. It's literally just semantics. Even if Imani didn't accuse her mama of abusing her, she came over with a bruise and Scrappy filed charges or was trying to get custody based off the fact that she had a bruise from Erica Dickson. And it's crazy because after we saw these episodes and them beefing and all of this other stuff, people was dragging Bambi like, oh, you made that shit up. Bambi didn't make that up out the clear blue sky. Out the clear blue sky. It actually happened. Like, Erica, you had some type of interaction with Imani where Imani came over to their house with a fucking bruise. So they thought maybe she's being rough with her daughter, which by all means, she could have just been, disciplining her. I don't know anything about disciplining a 15-year-old girl. She could have done that. But the fact that everybody put it all off on Bambi, like Bambi was a messy, tacky bitch. when all Bambi was doing was reporting the news. Nigga, your baby daddy is the one who called the police and did all of the things. And Imani ended up going home with Erica, and I'm sure Erica probably knocked her head in between the washer and dryer, because you know once your mama knock your block off and then you tell people, you really gonna get your ass whooped when you go home. Like, don't be telling no people what happened in between this house. Anyway, but it's crazy. So Bambi doubled down and was like, I'm not fucking with y'all hoes. I said what I said. And my whole thing is, so Erica came on live and was like, yeah, that's what happened. But Imani never told her that I abused her. Baby, that's semantics. Bambi is just going with whatever Scrappy thought. And Scrappy thought that you were putting your hands on his daughter, which you did, because she would have a bruise on her if you didn't put your hands on her. So Bambi was literally going along with what her husband said. So the fact that you are cool with Scrappy after this and went on trips with Scrappy after this, but you want to place all of the blame on Bambi and everybody want to act like Bambi is the angry, crazy one is insane to me. And the fact that Erica would even ask Bambi to apologize to Imani. You want me to apologize to her because you bruised her and we thought that maybe you abused her? That's crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. That's crazy. Anyway, so Bambi and Erica and them, they still beefing, they still doing all of the things. Tell me what y'all think about that. I think it's like a big cesspool or whatever. I feel like Erica should get off the show if she's not going to show her real life, because why are you still talking about the Imani and Scrappy thing? Why are we not talking about who your baby daddy is? who all of my best friends, if you know who Erica baby father is for the twins, tell us. Please tell us. Because, bitch, you are a cast member just like Scrappy is. So, who is your baby father? Let's talk about your business, bitch. While y'all worried about Bambi. I don't know, y'all. Anyway, but that was the last little tea. I wanted to tell y'all about the Scrappy and Bambi little update, because I thought it was crazy. Like, after all of that drama, we find out that it wasn't just no crazy ass lie that Bambi made up or Scrappy made up. That baby, Imani literally had bruises on her, and that's why they thought that you were abusing her. And then Imani came out and did a live and was like, yeah, Bambi don't never had that energy. When I seen her, I was rapping my daddy's songs and I was putting the middle finger up to her. And she was with Erica. Then why the fuck would Erica ask Sierra to tell her to apologize to Imani when Imani was just at an event throwing a middle finger up to Bambi? I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm not married to your daddy. You 18 years old. You lucky I'm not beating your ass. You're lucky, because I wouldn't, as a grown lady, I'm not fighting no teenagers. However, if that teenager is saying fuck you and doing all of this other shit, if your mama come to me talking about apologizing to you, no, your grown ass daughter was just putting the middle finger up to me and antagonizing me. Now, if Bambi would have skull drug her ass from Bankhead to Buckhead, then it would have been a problem. So no, girl, no. They really be trying Bambi. That's why I'm glad that Bambi be sitting pretty and paying a dog ass dust. Exactly. Anyway, that's all I had to say, friend. That's all I had to say. So early in the morning, so I'm gonna review Loving Marriage Huntsville. Of course, I'm gonna review the reunion. We gonna talk about the Sunny and the Destiny and all of that other shit. But this is y'all last chance to watch Family Business New Orleans, because I'm going to talk about it in the morning. I watched the episode last night. Ooh, child, I watched the episode last night. So in case some of y'all don't know, Bernadette Stannis, Bernadette Stannis? Yeah, she's in it. Leela Rashawn is in it. Brandon T. Jackson in it. It's a great show, y'all, because it's just a great show. If y'all watch the regular Family Business, this is a little bit more elevated. David Banner is in it. It's a great show. So I watched the episode last night. Y'all know me. I like to watch it twice or whatever. So I'm going to watch the episode twice early in the morning. We're gonna get our coffee. We're gonna do what we do, and we're gonna talk about it. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Tell me what y'all think about Lexi, her intro. If y'all don't have a link to her YouTube, drop down in the comments. I'll drop her link to her YouTube. I know I talked about a little bit about the YouTube beast and all of the other things, but please don't talk about other content creators in mine. Like, don't talk about them negatively. You can say that you watch them because a lot of these people I watch and I love too, but just don't bring that negativity to me, friend. I don't have a bandwidth. I do not have a bandwidth. Y'all know I just like to snickle and giggle. I'm gonna take me a half a gummy and live my best life. Exactly, friend. Anyway, so tell me what y'all think about the Destiny, the LaBerrick shit, Lexi. Is this nail karma? Because, bitch, you gonna try to drag Mel and blame her for your mama shit. And that's why Miss Van drug your dirty dog ass. Your number 27 hard curl wearing ass. Exactly. Anyway, so tell me what you think, friend. Y'all know I read all my comments. We can continue to snickle and giggle. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay?